It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Next on Madden NFL 23.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Darnold. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Foreman. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Let's go now.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover. Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Foreman. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Jones throw here, pulled in by Galladay. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw on target to James. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. He's got Bellinger. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Here's Foreman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Darnold. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point kind of knuckling home, but it is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing deep for Galladay. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. James now to return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones on first down. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25, just a little. Or call it the 26. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Darnold now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 44 yards out, left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this kick.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Panthers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Barkley inside handoff. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Here we go.
Now Darnold. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for... But instead, it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing again is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain, and it's second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not.
Oh, Darnold loses it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got...
Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay. 64 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A carry for Foreman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. Darnold.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
There's the big free agent acquisition by the Giants. Kenny Golladay leading this offense back out.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team. Because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Foreman, and this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And some room to work. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Giants ready to come out now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Darnold on 1st down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw, Darnold. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, here's Darnold. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown. DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here now Roberts. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Foreman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold over the middle. Open is Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Darnold now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got Bellinger. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Foreman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 6. Exactly 1 minute remaining.
To throw is Jones. Pass complete to Shepard.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.